Hello guys, Zennosh here and welcome to Awaken Chaos Era. And in this video today, I'm here to tell you guys the top 3 heroes that you are supposed to reroll for in this game. That's it, let's get this started. The first one on the list, and definitely one of the most popular character out here in this game, is gonna be this wife unit known as Hydrissea. She's a legendary unit, and she can actually deal some crazy AoE damage to the enemies out there. She has got a lot of AoE skills out here. Even her trait skill is an AoE skill. Look at this right over here. Attacks have a 50% chance to grant a bonus attack that deals 80% damage to all the enemies. That's really good damage modifier, and on top of that one, to all the enemies, this is really good. She can totally clear the mob of enemies real fast, which can be a really great help to you guys in quick gameplay progression. Alright, let's say her fast active skill is known as Glacial Shard, can deal a really good single target nuke damage, and on top of that one, she can also apply the speed down for 2 turns for that particular target. Really good for the arena contents. And guess what guys, her second active skill is even much better because it actually deals damage to all the enemies out there, and she can apply that speed down to all the enemies for a total of 2 turns, and it has only 2 turn of cooldown as well. Oh my god, what more do you want? This is an amazing skill right over here. And finally, when we are going to be looking into her ultimate skill, which has only 3 turn cooldown, deals 100% damage to all enemies. Hydrissea then throws a spear at all enemies, with each dealing 25% splash damage to the nearby enemies. We are looking towards an amazing AoE damage dealer queen. Okay, she totally makes it much easier for you guys to progress through the game contents real fast, real easy, with a lot of damage output over there. And she really has very high attack stats as well. Okay, this is really superb indeed. S tier attack stat, that is really awesome. Though her speed stat is not really that high though, so it is really recommended for you guys to actually build her with those kind of equipments that can provide her with a lot of speed boost. Anyways, that said, let's move on into our next candidate, and that would definitely be this amazing wife unit right over here. Looks so gorgeous, and that would be our legendary unit, Tia, the Ice Queen, or let's say the Frost Queen. Okay, right over here guys, her attack stat is pretty good as well. S tier, 1378 points, and her speed stat, it's really awesome actually, 115 points. That's it. Now let's look into her abilities. She is the Freeze Queen. She can totally freeze her enemies real frequently. She can inflict the opponents with the frostbite, and once the frostbite keeps on stacking up, the opponents will start to freeze as well. And with that frozen status effect, guess what guys, target unable to act, just like stun, and takes 50% more damage from all sources of damage output. Attacks on the target have a 50% chance to remove this effect. Alright, so there we go, it's really good. And once the opponents are frostbitten, minus 20% speed at 4 stacks applies frozen. Minus 20% speed is definitely going to be a really great help, especially in the arena contents. And now when we are going to be looking into her trait ability, it is so good. Look at this guys, applies frostbite 2 to an enemy for 2 turns at the end of the enemy's turn. So as soon as it's the enemy turn and they have used their turn, they will be inflicted with the frostbite 2 right away passively. This is so good. You don't even have to use the skill. Alright, all it needs is that enemy to end its turn, and well, that enemy is gonna be inflicted with the frostbite 2. My god, that's as simple as that. Okay, minus 20% speed right away can be a really great help, especially in the arena contents. At 4 stacks, applied frozen for 1 turn. Okay, so within just 4 stacks, frozen will be applied right away, where the opponent will be able to do nothing, and you will be able to deal even more damage, like 50% more damage to that target. My god guys, this trait ability alone actually makes Tia a very deadly unit indeed. Now let's look into her fast active skill known as the Chilling Stab. Deals 100% damage to an enemy and applies frostbite for 2 turns. This is good. Minus 10% speed, because the frostbite 2 is the one that actually provides minus 20% speed, whereas just like normal version of frostbite, it's minus 10% speed. Nonetheless, it's really good, especially for the arena content. Really awesome damage output to a single target as well on top of that one. And now when we are looking into her second active skill, the Frost Swing, which has only 3 turn cooldown, deals 150% damage to an enemy and applies 2 stacks of Frostbite for 2 turns. Wow. Every skill out there, even including her basic attack skill out here, guys, is totally focused on inflicting Frostbite on the enemy. Alright, together with that trait. So she definitely has a very like high chance of freezing the enemies from time to time frequently. And now looking into her ultimate skill, which has 4 turn cooldown, deals 120% damage to all enemies, really good AoE damage, with a 50% chance to freeze the enemy, like to apply frozen status effect to one enemy for 1 turn. Chance is increased to 80% if the enemy is affected by Frostbite. And guess what, guys? It is so easy for our Tia to inflict the enemy with the Frostbite effect. So, guys, we are looking forward for a really good crowd controlling skill, and on top of that one, a lot of damage output as well. As looking into her attack stat, it's really good right off the bat. 1,378 points with the S tier mark. That is so good, and she's pretty speedy unit as well. So that said, this amazing wife unit character right over here is totally gonna be a really great help to you guys in any content out there, especially in the arena contents, guys. So you want to be competitive against the other players out there, this girl, this woman, sorry, is gonna be a really great help, and definitely an amazing wife unit as well. And now let's move on into our third and the last recommendation as a rerollable character, and that is definitely going to be Evelyn FirstDawn. Well, she is a light unit, okay, light element unit, and definitely it is gonna be really hard for you guys to reroll for her. Very rare unit indeed, and if you actually somehow manage to get her, feel yourself very lucky. Most of the players really do believe that she is actually the one and only god tier unit in this game, like the mega god tier, okay? How amazing she is. Well, she's not really that much of a DPS unit. Looking into her attack stats, it's a B tier, 960 points only, right? So not really that good, but hey, she is about providing the support and utilities to the teammates. All right, looking into her trait ability right over here, look at this: grants defense up and attack up to all the team members for 3 rounds at the start of the battle. Now this one right over here provides you guys a lot of advantage right off the bat, especially in the arena contents, let alone the PvE contents. Yes, even in the PvE content it's really good, but in the arena contents, being able to have that buff effect right away at your disposal is going to be a really great help in order to dominate your opponents, and also at the same time to actually have a lot more sustenance right away thanks to that defense boost, and a lot of damage output thanks to that attack boost as well. With the defense up, 20% defense to all the allies, right, to all team members, look at that. And with attack up boost plus 20% attack stat right over there, it can make a lot of difference in the arena content. Alright, and she's also known for her ultimate skill right over here that says deals 100% damage to all enemies and grants a bonus turn to all allies at the end of the round. Look at that. Extra turn is definitely going to be a really great help in order to dominate your enemies out there in the battlefield. You will be able to put on a massive pressure against your enemies out there. This is really good. Those bonus turn to all the allies, bring it on. It's massively insane, guys. It's really massively insane. Looking into her fast active skill, deals 80% damage to an enemy and removes one of the positive effects. Can be a really great help, especially in the boss battle when the boss is actually providing a lot of, or granting itself a lot of buff, and can be a really problem to you guys, like, you know, health recovery effect, like attack boost, defense boost, and so on and on. That can be really problematic, and this one right over here can be a really great help. All right, and looking into her active skill, Vanguard, which has only 3 turn cooldown, deals 100% damage to an enemy and applies defense down 2 for 2 turns. That can decrease the defense of the target by 50%. Definitely a great skill that you can use against the boss out there in the boss battles. It's really awesome, guys, and only 3 turn cooldown. That is so awesome. So this character is totally an amazing versatile unit that you can use in any content out there in the game. You just cannot go wrong with her. That's how amazing she is. And on top of that one, she is a light unit, so she can be a totally neutral unit for like every kind of element out there, whereas she can be a little bit better when you are going to fight against the dark element type unit. Anyways, she is an amazing overall unit and definitely one of the like best unit out there in the game, if not the best. Okay, so well, there we go, guys, and those are the 3 heroes that you are supposed to reroll for if you really want to have a perfect start in your account in Awaken Chaos Era. Definitely, as a summary, the first one is Hydrissea, being the queen of AoE damage, can really clear up the mobs real fast thanks to her AoE skills. Lots of AoE skills at her disposal. And the next one is gonna be Tia, alright, can actually deal a lot of damage to the enemies out there as well, and at the same time she can totally freeze the enemies. Really good CC controller out there, can totally control the crowds without any problem at all. A freeze effect can be a really big pain in the ass, especially in the arena battle against your enemies. And finally, when it comes to the Evelyn FirstDawn, she's a very versatile unit, a very compatible unit in whatever the content that you actually put her in. Okay, that's the main advantage with the Evelyn FirstDawn. And if you somehow manage to get her, you can totally say that you are one of the most luckiest person out there when it comes to playing the Awaken Chaos Era. Okay, guys, that is pretty much it for today. What do you guys think about this top 3 recommendable rerollable characters? Let me know down in the comment section below. If you really do suggest like it's other characters that we should reroll for, then do let me know. I would really love to know about it. Alright, and I will also try to come up with a tier list in Awaken Chaos Era as soon as possible. I'll try to work on it. And that's it. See you guys in the next video.